Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, I started our recording, and PJ, I want to thank you for jumping in right away and going through, because I'm going to use some of your stuff as examples this morning, okay? Okay, so I'm excited about this. I don't know. Let me ask you to start out. How many of you are familiar with YFP from the past? Sandy, you have?
Say that,
So
say that again.
my question was, how many of you are familiar with YFP, your future project from the past?
Mm-mm.
You weren't aware of them? Sandy, what part or what did you do with them, or how were you aware of them, or what?
I've looked at their offer before. I don't believe I paid for anything, and I've watched several of their Zooms with training for product demos, and currently watching the Leaner for Health on the weekly Monday.
Okay, so your experience in the past has been all product, correct?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, and I think from my understanding that most of the people who have used YFP in the past, because Shaklee is so product focused, it's so hard. People, it seems like there's a fear about getting in there about the business. So I think that this is an amazing way to get both pieces done. Sandy's watched, they do a wonderful, wonderful job, and I'm sure you can agree with this, on the PowerPoints and the presentations that they do on the product. And Dr. Daggy is now involved with them, who was our science for a long time, but he just did a webinar last week on heart health. And he's going to regularly be doing, so the product part, we're all good at that. We've always been all good at that. And new people that come in, that's where they go. But you can't build a large organization unless you do business. You can build PV, and a lot of times what it is then, it becomes sales. And you don't end up with customers buying over and over and over again the way we have in the past, because it becomes more about selling versus educating. And I think that this platform is good for both.
You know, Nina, would you tell about how that Bob Ferguson decided to do it?
Yeah. So I looked at this in the past, and I saw this funky video. How many of you watched that first video? PJ did, and Marion did, and Sandy did. Okay, and Pam, you did. So if you watched that video, I would like to know, what is your first gut on that first video? Because this is important. Go ahead,
Okay.
PJ.
Well, for the very first minute, I thought, well, this looks kind of childish. But then, as soon as we got into it, I thought, well, you know, it's really a little entertaining, and it kept my attention the whole time because the scene was changing, and then I started saying, wow, this is a lot of good stuff about Shaklee. And then I really, you know, when I realized there toward the beginning that this was a Shaklee field generated site, I thought, woohoo, because I didn't know for sure at first who you know, who had generated it.
Okay.
I thought it might have been for just in general network marketing. I didn't know it was for just Shaklee.
Just for Shaklee, yep. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Sandy, what about you? What was your first gut when you watched that video?
Well, it's actually the second time I've seen it, because I watched it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I like that he runs through all the, you know, we've tried what looks more like Ponzi schemes, but he's got all the information to help you build it.
Okay. So you were impressed when you saw it the first time?
Yes.
Okay. Pam, did you see it? Can you talk or you can't talk? Do you know what the scoop is? You got to find where your little microphone is, and that's how you'll unmute yourself, okay? When you get there. So, okay, I years ago looked at that video, and I thought exactly what PJ thought to start.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, okay, I listened to Bob Ferguson, and I'll tell you the rest of that story as I go through. And Bob Ferguson said, I saw Dr. Daggy was getting involved, and I thought, I got to call him and warn him, don't get involved with this. Interesting, eh? It's interesting to me how we form immediate things. So Bob Ferguson thought, well, before I talk to Dr. Daggy, I should probably go in and check this out again. So he did, and he was blown away. And then he talked to Chase, who's the head guy there, and told him exactly where he came from and what he liked. And then they did a webinar for their team. But anyways, he got his team involved in, I don't know if they started the end of January, but in end of December, or if they started in January. I don't remember when that all happened, but he said January was the biggest month he ever had. So when I heard Bob Ferguson say that, I had the exact same thing, that this hasn't changed. So I thought, okay, Bob Ferguson said that. Now I'm looking at this through my old Shackley eyes, right? And I'm looking at it at my age. And I'm looking at the fact that this is cartoony. This isn't businesslike. That was my thing. So I said to my daughter, who's in her 30s, I said, I want you to watch this and tell me what you think. She looked at it and she said, wow, this is cool. The cartoony stuff didn't hit her at all. The information was phenomenal. And so now I've gotten a couple of my team who's just now getting into it. And Saturday, I've got another one that I've got partway through it. During the day doesn't work for them, apparently. So I have another one that's, two of them actually, that sent me an email and said, can you please send me the recording? So I'm excited about it. Good morning, Kathy. I'm excited about it as a possibility to help bring in more business people using social media. Because, and I'll tell you my story why I was so excited after I went back into it. I've spent a lot of money through the last several years learning how to do social media to build a network marketing business, because I have friends in other companies who have done this. I didn't have all of the stuff made up, like where do you send them to? What do they watch? What do you do next? I had to create all that. So I have spent a lot of time trying to create that stuff. And that's why I was excited when I went in here. The friends of mine that I've been connecting with in another company, they were making 150 or 200,000. I don't remember, but they were over 100,000 in their business, and they were running nonstop all the time to try and keep that going and building. And then they said, where's this lifestyle that we're taught? They always talk about this amazing lifestyle. And they wanted more, but they had no lifestyle because they were always doing three-way calls. They were always doing meetings in the home. They were always on the run. And John says it's very important to do both, but do the bulk of it on social media, because you can reach so many people that you don't know that way. So they, in a 4-year period, went from 150 or 200,000 to where they're making $1 million a year in their network marketing company. And it's because everybody that comes in, they train in the same way. And another guy that I've been following, some different people in other companies, Bob Heilig is another one. He teaches on leadership. And he says, when you build leadership, you either have a process, a simple process, not a long drawn out, but you have to have a simple process. So your business is either process driven or it's people driven. I never had a process. So, and then people think they can't do exactly what I do. And that's the other reason why I love this. And anybody who's been in Shackley for a period of time, you know that you gain some and you lose some. But it doesn't matter if you do it online or if you do it in person. It still is, you have to build a relationship. And that's part of this in here. You cannot build a network marketing business that lasts without a relationship. So I think that by being on here, I know that I've gotten to know Marilyn. I didn't know her before I knew PJ, but I've gotten to know you guys better. Sandy, I met you, but that was, you know, we'd say hi and that was it. But being on webinars together or the Zoom calls here, I feel that you do make connections, especially if everybody talks. So now I'm going to go, and what I'm going to do is share the screen. So you all saw that first video, right? that Marion shared that with you all? Okay. So how many of you filled out that form and got to the second page? I know PJ did. Did you guys didn't? Okay. Because that first page, let me share my screen.
I didn't get to the second part, I don't think, did I, Nina?
I think you did because you asked to be walk through the tour.
Okay.
You're gonna have 4.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to get, when you do a share screen, you got all this stuff all over your screen. Okay, so this is the video, and what happens when you fill this here out?
Both hands.
So if you share this with somebody and they fill it out, then it's going to take them automatically to the next screen. And the next screen, and I don't know how I can go back there again. Let me see if I do it here. I don't know if you can go back to the second screen. I've already gone in, so I don't think that we will, but let's see what happens if I go to continue the tour. So this is the next one. So when they fill out the screen, then they're brought to this next page, which is take a tour of our Freedom Lane. This is a 23-minute video, and it's with the cartoon characters again, but it's phenomenal information again about Shaklee, as PJ said before, about the industry. And I think that that's the part that we have to keep our focus on. And then I thought that was the end of it. So when you tell people, when you share with them, say, go through the first video, it's 5 minutes, put your information in. It'll bring you to another screen, watch that video, and then go down, okay? So when you go down here to the bottom, take the tour. There's some information all the way along here. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So if I say take the tour, PJ, did you do this or not? Yes, no?
No, I didn't do that yet.
Okay, I didn't look in the back office to see if you did. So if you take the tour, what happens is you get a response. Did you get an email back from me?
I think I did, but I had a lot going on later in the day yesterday.
Okay, and then it will show you part of the back office, and then it will guide you. Then there's 3 different classrooms that you personally go through with your people when they ask for the tour. But there is, thanks for visiting your site. So if I go to take the tour, it will go directly to your account with YFP. I'm logged in already. So, and logging in is slow, but when you watch each one of those things, it's not slow.
Let me ask something. So when they go in, do they get an email from you giving them permission to go further, or how does that work?
Yes, they can't just go through the entire thing until there's an appointment made.
Okay.
Okay, so it would log you into your site now. I've already have a paid site, so mine is going to be different than what you guys would see. This is a paid site. Yours is not a paid site to start out. But I just want to show you at the top of here, I can see that Elaine Estridge just did this. I don't know if she's on here yet or not. PJ sent me a private message, which is cool. It comes into here, but it also comes to your email. Okay? So you know right away in your email that somebody has opted in. That somebody's looked through your site, and now repeating the access to this stage in your pipeline, go to introduction. So you go here, and if she had gone through the whole thing, when I bring up her name, this is the introduction, so then we would enter in here. and you go back through and you review the fun work. So the fun work is these videos. How many of these videos did you get to watch? So you all know that these are the Shaklee TV videos. And I'm going to say this right now, that this may seem overwhelming when you first, as I go through this, it's like, whoa, how am I ever going to get this? But the cool thing is they've used all of Shaklee's stuff, but you have a coach from Freedom Project that walks through this with you until you get it. And the part that you need to understand from the beginning is the pipeline. You don't have to get through all of your lessons before. You have to understand this. This tells you the process to go through, which is cool. The tracker tells you who has been in there. So there's the process. The initial contact your prospect after they've created their free guest account. So PJ, if you were a real one, I would have gotten a hold of you right away. Probably, that's not fair to say it that way, but you know what I mean. I would have probably done it through Messenger personally, because that way they know right away that you've connected with them, because it's hard to get people to answer the phone today.
Oh.
So, but people will see their messages in the Messenger right away. And then there is a script that you can use and get your first appointment set. Now, personally, here's the script down here. You can open the script. They tell you exactly what to say. If you know how to talk to people, you know, you don't need the scripts, but they do have scripts here. And maybe in the beginning, it might take you a little while to feel comfortable doing that. Just print these scripts out so they're there for you. Go back to the process. I think that the meet and greet and the initial contact can be one. If it's somebody that you know. If it's a stranger that you do not know yet, I want you to go through two processes. Love on people, that's the bottom line, is love on people. Because people want to be loved on. People want to know that they're important. So if you do these two steps together, then the next thing is they have the fun work. So you find out, okay, did you do your homework? Did you get to watch any of those videos? If they haven't watched any of those videos, I think it might be important during this part here to actually watch some of those videos with them. Okay?
I have a question. So when
Yes.
you're talking about seeing those videos, you mean the pipeline videos on the
Yes.
side? Is that what you mean, the pipeline videos?
No, those videos that I just popped up on the screen. They have certain videos there
Okay.
that are called the fun work all the time.
Mhm.
So if I bring, let's say that I go here into the tracker and I bring your name up, I can see exactly what you've done so far. We haven't done the intro yet.
Mhm.
You did fill out the,
Mhm.
okay. So this is really cool, is because this must have been on the first page then.
Mhm.
But there's a bunch of questions that help you understand. Did you watch the 24-minute video? So that was the second one. Have you ever owned a business before? How serious are you about getting going? How long will it take you? How long to work do you want to go until you achieve your goals? How many hours a week can you work? What is the biggest reason for you creating a second income? And select your favorite benefits. What's the best time to reach you? Okay, so you have all this information about that person before you ever call them back again. So now with her, we have to go, I can give her, she's requested an intro, and they say do not open this classroom until you're ready to present with them. So let's just say that we've had the conversation and now we're going to go here to give her permission to go into the classroom. I'm going to log in as her right in my back office, and I get to, my problem here is I often click way too fast. Okay, this must be her office. Okay. So as this little thing swirls, we're supposed to sit here and be very patient. Okay, I did something wrong. Here's her back office, okay? So you can see here that we know, here's my information. This is the email that she would have gotten. But now it allows us to go into the next office. So now we come down here and enter the classroom. That's what I think is so cool here is you just have to click the button and now you've got her on Zoom. It's important to have her on Zoom. So we'll enter that classroom. And now you can click on these videos and say, so PJ, did you have the opportunity to watch any of those videos? Okay, because you got those videos already. And then we'll go through the presentation. And they have a very nice presentation here. I think it's a little bit long, but it's a very complete Shaklee presentation. It talks about the market, why we have what we've got, why it's important, why network marketing is amazing, the big people that endorse it. Here's why they endorse it. And then they give some examples of different people. They talk about creating sales without selling. And this is such an important part to understand. But then, you know, we find all different kinds of people we present, but it's always up to the person. And what we're really going to talk about, though, is building these little mini offices, helping people build these little mini offices. So if this is something that when we get through this, if you like, you know, then we'll have another little mini office on the other corner of the street. So you go through the whole presentation with them, and then when that's done, then you go back and you tell them, okay, set your next appointment, because the next time what we're going to do is we're going to go through the next step here. And I have to log out of PJ's. How do I do that again? Here. So you have to log out of their back office and go back into yours if you're ready to work with somebody else. And I found a lot of times it was easier just to completely log out, shut off, and then come back in. And that's because I'm an impatient person. So the part that I want to show you that I think is so amazing. So you saw that there's scripts for everything, right? You've got a script for, now for the presentation, you don't have a script, but if you don't need one, you can just read what's on those screens. And after you get better, you can put your own words into it. Because there is not a script for that presentation. So if we come back here, and I go back to the pipeline, and I go back to the tracker, I can see what she has completed. I can see what videos that she's watched. I can see if she watched a little bit or all of them, which is really cool. Okay. So she was given the ability to do some of the fun work here, but then if I click on that, I can see that she has not completed any of those videos. This is so complete. It's just amazing to me. Okay. Is this bowling some of you over at this point, or do you have any questions yet? Yeah? No?
Okay, just in a nutshell, we go through the steps, just in a nutshell, go here first, second, third, because
Yes.
there's so much information in between. I'm like, okay.
I know, and that's the thing is that when they go through this, when I went through this the first time, I was very overwhelmed. And then I thought, okay, you need to learn one part of that process and then run with that. And the reason I think that because Jody was so excited, because he knows I'm a long timer in Shaklee and I've got some success, he was so excited, I think, that I was looking at this to get involved with it because of Bob's thing, that he was like snow blowing me. And I'm like, okay, step back, Nine. You can do this. Learn, how do I bring people through here? That was my first thing. How do I bring people through here? So then you get these different coaches, and I said, okay, I want to know, I need to understand how to bring people through here. And you tell me what to do. I don't want you to take control of my screen and go click, 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 click. I want you to tell me what to do. The first time they'll go through a click, click, telling you what to do. And then I said, okay, I need to do this so I understand it, because I learn by doing. And so she said, okay, fine. And she let me go through it. And she did that to me once. And it's like, oh, this isn't so complicated. So if you guys right now feel like, oh, my land, that you feel super, super overwhelmed, don't go there. The other thing that I have to share with you that I think is so amazing, so you go all the way through this process, and they can, it's hooked directly to your website. So let me show you. You have a website. Being I'm in a wheelchair, I don't have the ability to get any pictures taken yet, but you have your own main website, okay, which is included with this. So if we go back to the tracker here and we look at, oh, Lisa says she just now saw the email.
So the website that we have is separate from our Shaklee website.
Yes, but let me show you what's cool about it. You have a website and you have many lead capture pages. So here's my website, okay? And we have an option of Uku's of different front covers. And then they want a picture to put your picture in it. Well, I paid $97 extra for that because I want my face on my website. So here, learn how to do it. If you click on that, it brings you to that page that you saw originally, okay? Not this one, but the link that you each got. That's what that link opens up. So get my free tips to create an online business and a life you'll love. So if somebody, you can click on that. So they put in their info here, and then they get the tips. And what it downloads, I can show you in the back office. It should be there instead of here. And then here's a health and wellness download that you can get, that your people will get. There's several different things that you do, and it's all so professionally done. Let me see if I can quickly find it here. When did I do this last? I have to put this in order. Here's the how to get started, how to start an online business. So this is the download that you get from that. So it's very professional looking. Is this the NA health and wellness industry? What's cool on here is that if you have a fan page, whoops, on the bottom of each page, this here, you can share this to your Shaklee page. I want to say what I have learned from all the other marketers is be very cautious on your personal page, not to put stuff that says Shaklee, 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 Shaklee. It's not that we're not proud of Shaklee, but then people can go to Shaklee.com and order what they want, okay? So when you share, it goes directly to your Facebook page that you can share it. Now you can share this in one of your groups. If you've got a group for your people, you can share it in there. You can share it on a page if that's a fan page, or you can put it on your own news feed. So that is a cool feature there. Oh, that didn't give me what I wanted to do.
I have a question. Don't they know it's Shaklee from the 23-minute presentation? because it's talking about Shackley. And
Yeah. But what was there? What that was if they were on your site and they downloaded it. I'm saying that if you download this book and you like what you see and you share it on your web page, on your Facebook page, I'm not talking about theirs. Here, and the other link on here is to follow you on, it'll bring them in to follow you on your fan page, that they can follow you there. And then the other one is if you have a YouTube channel, it does that. So they're very, very beautiful, very well done. I'm just so impressed with all of the stuff that they give us to work with. Okay, that's why I showed you this. So this is the business one, and then they have a health and wellness one, like I shared. But the thing about this is, anytime this is your website, anytime that you've got somebody that likes or has started the process, they're going to get that come across your website. This brings you directly to Shackley's site for shopping. Okay. So your website is cool there. But besides that, you get multiple different. Is this too much to be sharing all this? Yes, no? There's a marketing thing that you put all your emails in here, and their newsletter is absolutely beautiful. That comes out once a month. But you've got the email marketing ability. So there's all kinds of different, this is a file cabinet. You can use all these different presentations that are pre-made, that are all just as nice as the one that you saw before. And you can start out, when you do this, you can start out with 30 days for free. And I don't know, questions?
Nina? It's
Yes.
Maddie. I don't have my picture up there because I have hair dye on my hair. I look like goofy. I guess I didn't see the video from Marion. Maybe it was in the email she sent, or I don't know, Marion. If, because I just sent out, I just thought it was to get on this and see what you're doing with, the online, because I just met a girl 2 days ago that she makes about 20 grand a month, and she's been doing online with Protandem for 3 years, and her business is all online, like this stuff. Yep. And so that kind of grabbed my attention, because I know they're not Shackley,
No, exactly. And they're making crazy money by doing it.
Crazy money. Yep.
Yeah. And it's not all about the money. It's about education still, because when we get into sales, you know as well as I do, it's not going to last.
But everybody that would make money would stay in this. I mean, I'm in this business because I love the products, and I love the products because I've been in the business long enough to understand how good they are.
Exactly.
So, and so how much is this? 30 days free, and then what?
Well, I have talked to them and said, if I get, how can I get the discounted rate that I got into? And he said, if you get 5 people. So I've got 3 people right now, but I said to Marion, I said, if we do it together, we'll for sure have, and then our groups can get that pricing. So I got in for, I don't remember if it was 147 or 157 plus. I wanted the nice website. So, and the nice website is, like Doobie Gordon's got one, and he's out there, making a picture, and he's got his tagline on there. I know another gal, hers is really cool. She's got a picture of her standing there like this with her cupboards in the background. It looks beautiful. they do a beautiful job. If you give them, they'll go back and forth, ask you questions. So that website is $97 to design that. You don't need it. You can use, like, there's, I don't know how many templates to pick from for the website. A lot. And
Well,
then
what is it? 157 for a month?
47 or 59, a one-time cost. And then your first month for all the setup of, because they put your website in and all of that. That is $79. And then your ongoing cost is $59 a month.
Okay.
So if you think about it, if you bring in one new builder a month, it's paid for every month.
Right, but then, okay, so I'm just writing these down so I know. So then what does the $59 then cover?
That
A month.
covers you the ability of being able to use everything that they have and continue developing and their training that they have. And
Okay,
like Dr. Dagy's presentations, because I think he's going to do at least once a month. I think they're going to get Eli Brunner in here to help with stuff. So they're growing, and you get a couple of people that, like Bob Ferguson said, he had the biggest month ever in the month of January. I don't know how many of you had your biggest month ever in the month of January. But that's why he was excited, is because he got some of his people going.
how do we market it then? Because I got on at 11:07.
Yeah. Well, personally, how will I market it is either through an email giving that lead capture page, or through Facebook Messenger, or through regular Messenger.
Okay, so your Freedom Project, do they give you leads, or where does that go?
No, everybody that you send that link to,
Mm-hmm.
then as soon as they watch that video, if they like what they've said, of course it's important your conversation ahead of time. And I do conversations through Messenger all the time. And that's what I've been taught through these other people that are doing it.
Nina,
Yes.
the 97 for the NICE website, is that a one-time fee or yearly or one time?
One-time fee. You
Okay.
don't have to pay that. You can have any one of these here as your header if you don't want to pay that. But by paying that, that's putting your picture in them. But otherwise, these are free on your main website. Okay?
I'm still confused on what you just send. Then you just send out this site to all your people on Messenger. Most of the people on my Facebook anymore, and I've gotten rid of a lot of it, are already Shaklee people, just because I've been in Shaklee 40 years, So, I mean, is that?
So you find when you meet people, you probably right now do it the way we've always done it, is that you talk to people. Like when I meet somebody now, I say, can we become friends on Facebook? Facebook is the biggest platform for business, for people building business right now. But you have to have that relationship. So, I mean, I had somebody, what I've been doing lately is I want to make sure, because now I figured it out, but I wasn't like, okay, they friended me, and I friended them right away, but how do I know? In other words, if I give them my phone and open it to Facebook and say, hey, can we become friends on Facebook, and then I can share some information with you. Well, now I know if I go into my notifications, I know who my new friends are. Where I didn't know that before. So I would use the notepad in my phone and say, hey, can you put your information in here? And then I would give them one of my cards. So right now, what do you do when you meet somebody new?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I usually get an appointment with them.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I don't usually go the route of, you want to look at my stuff or whatever. I usually book an appointment with them.
it's not for them to look at my Facebook stuff, Kathy. The
Okay.
whole purpose of that is for them to make that connection so they know that on Facebook we can build this business.
Okay. And
So,
that,
because Messenger is so powerful on Facebook.
right, and I'm on there.
So that's how you communicate after a while, and then people talk back and forth. Getting people to answer a phone today, our age group is different. But if I don't know the numbers, I'll pick up, and then if they don't talk right away, I'll block them.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that. I pick up everybody. So,
Oh.
but I know what you're saying. Most
Yeah.
people don't.
If you want to build online, you have to use Facebook or Instagram, and Facebook is much friendlier for this than Instagram is.
Nina,
Yes.
for Kathy, wouldn't it be better if she's training the people she already has into using this so they could increase their business? For us, it's more getting new people, but for Kathy, it's more getting her people to do a better business.
Well, and hey, maybe she wants to find some new builders that
Right.
can take this and run with it.
Who are you getting, Nina? Where are you getting the people from? Because aren't most of the people on your Facebook, aren't they mostly people that you know already from Shackley or what? No?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of people from, like my classmates that I grew up with in Montana.
Okay.
I have, so the importance of having a presence on Facebook is getting going, and there's a rhythm that you have to do. If you spend 10 minutes before you go and post something, or live videos are so important, because when you start doing live videos at least once a week, then Facebook's algorithm lets you other people see your stuff.
Okay.
That's why that is so important. It's not because I like doing live videos. I hate doing them yet. Because there's nobody you're talking to. I mean, at least I can see you guys' face here. But on Facebook, when you're doing a live video, there's nobody there. And you don't talk about Shackley per se. If you want to talk about doing a cleanse, you know, and the benefit that you found from doing that 7-day cleanse, that's awesome. But don't talk about the product, because then that turns people away. But your whole purpose of Facebook is getting people to respond to you. And then you start going to their likes and their comments, and you connect with them and say, you know, I really appreciate you, even if they just do likes. I really appreciate, and this is where I finally am, that I have the tools that I can finally start connecting with some people with it. I really appreciate that you've been such a good follower on Facebook, and do some comments back and forth, and then say, would you watch a video for me of what I do, and then tell me what you think of it. It's that simple. So, and like the one gal is,
Nina,
yes.
I got on late, so I'm sorry. What video do you send them then? Your story video?
I sent Marion's, she sent me something yesterday, and then I sent an email out to everybody. I did a reply all, so you guys should have all gotten it. And it
I just saw this email 30 minutes ago. I didn't even see this one. Right. You know what I mean? So you scroll through your emails, and I'm thinking probably this was for tonight. And then I went through my emails this morning. I'm like, oh, this call's going on now, and I just saw it 20 minutes ago.
Okay, so on that email, was there not a link? Or, no, Marion said she sent it out before. So here's, if you want to look at it.
A link to a video?
A link, it's just a Shackley link. Or it's a link that says, I think it said Nina Staple, Your Freedom Project.
All I have is the information for the Zoom today on the email I'm looking at.
Okay, let me open this here, and I will get it for you. What is the link? YFP, this one here. If I do a share screen.
I'll have to watch your recording, Nina, because I missed all.
Or Marion sent it. Let me find what the link is. Let me find the link here.
No, I mean for this Zoom today, for the training.
Okay, because I didn't put the link on here. Marion shared it ahead of time. I sent it out to my group, so let me just.
This is the video that you send out to new people to take a look at Shackley. Okay.
To take a look at what I do.
Because I met a couple on the cruise, and I would like to do that, but I instantly they sat down to eat with us on the beach. And I happened to have a shake in my bag, and they started talking. He was real fit. She told me how much weight she's losing. I said, well, how did you lose your weight? Well, I do protein shakes. I said, really, what kind? And I had one in my bag. And now we're friends on Facebook. We connected on the cruise, and I want them to take a look at something.
Yes. PJ, do you have the link yet? Would you put it in the chat in here so they can copy and paste it? I can't unmute you, hon.
Well, Nina, you can always send it out later, and that we all get it.
For some reason or other, whoever's got that link, if you would just post it in the chat, please. I think it's Nina Staple dot, well, let me look in Messenger, I'll find it then. Got too many windows open, it's not working properly.
Nina, do they help you, you said, through this once you buy it?
Oh, they're unbelievable. They are unbelievable. They have training that they walk through the whole thing with you. So here's what it is. It's ninastaple.yourfreedomproject.com. And if we sign up underneath that, and then there's a slash, and it says discover here. I just found it. So let me just put it in the Zoom here. Oh, PJ's got it in there. Marilyn's got it in there. So just copy it from the chat here. Because if we go under that, we can all get the discount.
Okay.
That's my thing is I want everybody, and once we can say, hey, here's another one of our people. Whether it's under Marion or under Kathy, you know, or Lisa, any of you guys that if you get people going that we can do this and have that.
At what point do we share this link with other people?
As soon as you go in and you start your 100 days, 30 days of free training. You can go on for 30 days and have free, and they will get you trained during those 30 days. And you can make a decision at that time whether or not you want to do it. Now, I started sending this link out before my 30 days were up.
This is a dumb question. Where do I save this link? Because I'm copying it from here.
Well, copy it from here and put it in a tab of a new website and make it a favorite.
Okay, that's what I just did, that I got to make it a favorite. Okay.
Yeah, that way you've got it and it's always there for you. But as soon as you sign up, you're not going to want to send them to my stuff, right? This is just for you and some of your team to be able to get in on the good deal. This is not for you to share to your people, because once you sign up your 30-day free, it will say pjmyers.yourfreedomproject, Lisa Smith, Your Freedom Project. You know? Does that make sense?
So do we, I'm a little confused. We send them your link first, then we send them ours? No.
No. Do you have anybody right now who's building a business, PJ?
Not really, but I've got some talking about it. They keep talking. And
okay.
I have two that would like to do it online.
If you like this, go and sign up for the 30-day free trial. But let me know if you do that so I can put your name in as one of them that will, when you get to the payment part, you get it for the discounted cost.
Because this says take the tour of Freedom Lane. You're talking about there, Nina?
If you click on that link.
I got it in here and it says
no,
take the tour.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one because.
Oh, actually, it's your site, Nina Staple.
Okay, don't do PJ's because she actually went to the next step. Use Marilyn's link.
Oh.
Marilyn's link is where you actually start at the mini office outlets.
And got your name on it.
The top one, because it's a different. It's 9.
Okay, you put your name in there and you say give me free access.
You're going in and out of the phone. Say that again.
Well, I'm not on the telephone. My computer does this.
Okay, so
it says take the free tour. You just sign up there.
No, you start on the. Go back into the Zoom, Lisa, and click on the link that Marilyn shared.
Okay, I just copy and paste it into a new thing.
The one Marilyn did is a different.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that one starts out, what shows up there?
Well, it says escape the 9 to 5 grind and take control of your life. Log in.
And there's not
It looks like it's yours. It's got 9staple.yourfreedomproject.com and then discover many office outlets.
and there's a video there, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the one that you want to watch. That's the one that you want to put your name and address into.
Okay.
So you get a feel of, that's what I said in the email. I don't know who that, I thought it went to the whole group, but that's how you get a feel of what your customers will be going through. But once you sign up for the 30-day free trial, it will be, Karen Linus has, that's my website up, Karen. Yeah.
That's the link I got.
What Marilyn has, yes, show that again, Marilyn. That's what it looks like. There's a video there. You watch the video.
Okay, how do I get from this to your link? Because this is what I got from you.
Marilyn, show that again. That's the. Yes, it looks like that. People
Karen?
sit at the table.
Karen,
Yes.
The
go
9
to
to
your
5 grind.
emails from Sunday, and that's where you will find this link.
Okay, that's what I did.
And-
Nina's email.
No, ours came from Marion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I have a question. The one that I posted up there says the same thing as Maryland's, only mine says tour.
Yes.
So the tour is before you sign up, and
No.
then we'll get it.
No. What Marilyn has there is the top one.
Uh-huh.
And then it's the next one is after you've gone through that first video, filled out your information, tours is the second page.
Okay.
And once
So-
you've gone through that first page, it's hard to go back to the first one.
Okay, so when do we sign up?
Go to freedomprojects.com if you're going to do it and sign up for the 30-day free, and it'll show $500 from your initial thing. That's why it's important to get in on this deal. Or $497. Is that making sense? The whole purpose of this of us doing this is to help you be able to do this for a reasonable fee. And if you feel you want to start out without the $97 with a personalized website, then don't do that, you know? Start out without the website. And it will help keep the cost down.
So we just look at right now, take the free tour part. Is that it? Because I just found your email that came to me, and it says take the free tour.
Yes. But what's the link?
The link is ninastaple.yourfreedomproject.com, and then it's a / and it says discover mini office outlets.
Yes.
How come mine says tour?
Because you went through the first one already, PJ.
Okay.
And you filled out the information.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't get past your picture where it says send my info. It keeps saying I was already on there or something, and I can't get past that.
Okay, so Karen, that means that you have watched a bunch of Freedom Project stuff for a period of time.
I have.
So what you do is send me your information, and then I will pass it on to the guy who's the head of all the email stuff, and he will make sure that you're part of this project.
Oh, okay.
Okay? I want us to grow and to grow together and have fun doing it.
Okay, let me just ask you this because I got to get this hair dye off my hair. I click that that one I just told you, discover many office outlets, and then I take the I take the tour.
So you watch the video.
Okay, it says take the free tour, so there's a video on there, right? Once I do that, it says take the tour, my name, last name, email. I'm not a robot. Give me free access.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but there's two different videos. The first one is a 5-minute video. And the reason that I say watch that is so you know what your people are going to see.
Okay. First.
The videos to the left of it is the girl and the guy in the picnic like sitting in the grass. That's the one you watch first.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
It looks like that.
Yep.
Okay. It's this one here.
Oh, that first video on there, that's the one with the family having a picnic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you take the free tour after that.
Yes.
Okay.
The way that this page looks, if that's on a computer, that's the bottom of the page, but it's not. It actually goes down, and there's a bunch of information down below that.
Oh, okay. Watch the movie. I'll do all that.
Yeah, and then on the next page, then it'll bring you to another page, and that's where the 23-minute video is.
Okay. And then I watch that. And then let me get this clear. So then it's a one-time fee of $157. And then if you want your picture on it, they'll set up your website with $97. Then your first month is $79. Then after that, it's $59.
Yes.
Okay.
So your initial fees to set stuff up is a little more, but hey, it's 13 for setting up an office if we can get it for that price. If you look on their site, if you go for the free trial, you'll see that it's $497, I think, is your initial.
You know, Nina, this is so good because I know that, you know, everybody wanted us to watch Richard Brooke again, but I'm thinking I don't think we ever need an information overload. We need tools to bring us people or to teach us, you know, how to get people, because the pastor at one of the girls' church talked about this weekend that if you getting all this information and not practicing it, and he used the Bible as he says you read it every day and then you don't do it. So that, I mean, I've gotten 3 months of Richard and it's excellent information, but it's, you know, you got to do this stuff. So this is the doing stuff.
Exactly. And I'm going to say this, that Richard's teaching of the vision, to me, his teaching of the vision and the story and stuff, that is huge.
Yes.
You need action, because you will use the story that you learned how to tell through Richard.
Yep.
In this process.
Right.
Okay. Because that's part of your introduction, is telling your story. So, but you got to do something.
Right.
And this is the wave of the future, is my gut. I mean, I look at these other companies and look at Rodan and Fields. They're #2 in growth last year. And those girls do it almost all online. They still do some offline. And I think it's important wherever you are to be prospecting, you know, to building relationships, and then use this way to help them build a future. So that's just my gut. Marion, any comments?
Oh, you've got all my information. Oopsie. Yeah. You have all my information, don't you?
Oh, yeah. No, but I just wondered if you had any comments or thoughts or.
You know, I like this. That's the only thing with me. I'm just not a technology person. And Nina knows that, you know, so I have to.
Long way, baby.
Yeah, Marion, it's time to learn it. Both of us.
I know that. And if I've got somebody that will help me and teach me and not get upset with me, then I'm okay.
And isn't married to her.
Well, Kurt, so you sit alongside all the time. Between the two of your brains, you'll figure out how to use it.
Right.
But the coaches from YFP are amazing. I have to say that. The coaches that walk you through the process. And the one thing I'm going to say that I said to her right away, and I said to the guy right away, and I didn't think about with Jody. I was trying to follow him, and he's just going so fast. But I said to the girl, I said, I don't learn by you doing it.
Yes.
So,
and Nina, this is an excellent, I think. And I've always wanted to do something like this. But I don't know how to put that stuff together. I don't want to put that stuff together. I want somebody else to do it, and I will do whatever and learn. I will learn how to do it
Yes.
then.
I have been chomping at the bit to do this online. I have spent thousands and thousands. I can't even tell you guys how many tens of thousands of dollars that I have spent trying to learn this.
Mm-hmm.
And I got all the concepts, but I don't have the material. And here's the material.
Yeah, right.
So
Now,
that's exciting, yes.
I have a question. Okay, so like Marilyn's link there, they go through that, and then they get a link like mine that says go through the tour, right?
Yes.
And then we go through the tour, and
Which
then
is the presentations. So if you were a client of mine, I would go on there and I would go through the presentations with you. And
okay,
then
so
I would watch these videos between our next meeting. Personally, I think that he has it a little drawn out, and I have to play through it with a few people until I figure exactly how to shorten that process.
okay, so I don't know what to do next.
What, in your opinion, in my opinion, what I would do next if I was you, because you are a sales leader, you know that you want to check this out, go and start your 30-day free trial.
Yeah, but that's just sweets. That's just junk.
That's what? I just muted you, Kathy. Does that make sense, PJ?
Okay, and so when I get to the tour, it'll give me the option of starting the 30-day free trial.
No, you go to yourfreedomproject.com.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
Okay, if you want to start the free trial, this is not what you would do with a customer, because I'm not going to walk through this with every single one of you. They're paid to train us. Okay, I wanted to put the concept out there, but if you go to Your Freedom
What's spelling?
project.com
Nina, when do they contact you after you do this?
right away.
Okay. And then everything's done online. You're not talking to a person, or are they doing it with Zoom?
Oh, no, it's through Zoom. They talk to you. They
Okay.
act like you're a brand new customer.
Okay.
Look at Ellen. She grew from 2,000 to 15,000 in 18 months using the nutrition part. Not building organization, but building volume. Okay. So here's where you, upcoming events, download the book, everything you need in one place. Try it for free right here down on the bottom. And then go up to the free trial.
And that's just on yourfreedomproject.com.
Yep. And then they walk through with you everything. But read this site, and I think by reading this page that they have here,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's huge. Oh, down here, it's on the bottom again. How does it work? They've got every different kind of, this is so well built, it's mind-boggling to me.
You know what else you can do with this is you can go to people that really aren't using much or doing much or whatever, and ask them to look at it just as, hey, look at this as a favor to me and see what you think of it. Because, there's so many people.
Yes.
Look at your consumers that you've got. If you've got a group that's got 500 PP, or people who have thought about building a business in the past, but they felt like it was, way too much work, or they weren't getting to where they wanted to go, I think that the pieces of this are endless.
Yes.
I do too.
I think the possibilities are so huge. And that back office is slow right now. They are upgrading, but they're not going to roll it out until they know all of their kinks are worked out. The guy said to me, we don't want you guys to experience what you all are with Shackley with us.
So should we wait to?
No. It's just your part that's slow. It's not the customers.
Okay.
So Nina, you go to thefreedomproject.com and you go through the beginning and get the tutelage with them. And then what's the next step? How is the difference between going through the Freedom Project to get the $500 one and going with you?
Once you start your free trial, it's not going with me. It's
Okay.
just I made a deal with them.
Good. We like deals.
I know what I paid, and when I saw what the real price was, I'm like, hokey Pete, this is a lot. But then on the other hand, it's not. But it is. So I'm like, I want to get a bunch of people going so we can get the same deal that Bob Ferguson
Oh, yeah.
felt. Right?
Well, I think there's so many people there. We have got so many people that want to make an income working out of their home and all of that. You know, we know about all of that. And we have got a tool now to help them so they can learn it and they can do it.
Yes.
You know, I can learn it. If I can learn it, you all can.
Going back to my question then, what's the difference between going through the website, or what do we do so that we don't have to pay the larger fee?
So you let me know as soon as you've signed up.
Let you know.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the bottom line is
As soon as what, Lina?
as soon as you have started your free trial, because then I will get a hold of my guy at Freedom Project and say, Karen Linus is another one. Here's her email.
Okay.
Sandy
So what is
another
the
one.
savings by you?
By the savings is your initial fee is $497 versus I paid $147.
And that he's letting so many Shackley people do that then?
No, it's not about, it's just that I know when Bob Ferguson promoted it, that he got a discount for all of his people.
Okay.
And so I said, so I didn't pay that much. How do I get that special?
Thank you for doing that.
And
I
he
have
said,
another question.
he said,
So
let
it-
me talk to the
So it
coach.
really costs almost $500 to sign up, and the 157, 97, 79, and then 59, right?
No, the 59 is the months after that.
So it's
But if you
157.
started, Lisa, if you started with a $497, you would still have the $97 fee on top of that, and you would still have the $79 monthly.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's bringing your very initial $497 down to 100 and something.
We
Okay.
can handle 147. Most people
Thank you,
can.
Nina. I have to.
Yes, it might, and I don't know if it turns out that it might be 159, 169. I don't know. I know what I paid, so I will negotiate to see if I can get that same price.
We would like that.
Yes, I will. I mean, but I need to have a minimum of 5 before we start it. I've got 4 right now of my own. So I only need-
Well, I've got 5.
I have a quick question for you, Nina.
Yes.
I know there are a lot of variables from this question, but if you had to kind of average it out either per day or per week, how much time do you spend using this program
Good
to
question.
build your organization?
Personally, what I would say is if you invite 2 or 3 new people a day, okay, and if they like what they see, but usually out of 3, you might find one that wants to go through the tour. So how long does it take you to invite those 3 people online? You copy and paste, you come up with your message that you want, and you paste that into Messenger. You just personalize it to their name. What takes you the time is to go through that presentation. So if you've got 1 person going through the pipeline at once, it's an hour. If you've got 2 people going through the pipeline, it's 2 hours. If you've got 3 people going through the pipeline, it's 3 hours. But you set the days of when you do it. If you want to do Shackley 3 days a week, you put all your presentations on the same day. Or you can put 2 people into one Zoom or 3 people into one Zoom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're all at the same spot.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
I know I'll have to see the recording. So you're sending that out.
Yeah, yeah. I will, sure, when this is done, I'll send it out to Marion.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
I have one more question.
yes.
One more question. The 79 as opposed to the 97, that's a one-time, that's totally separate than the monthly 59, right?
Yes, the 97 is
Has
to
the
set up
picture.
your website
With
With-
the picture,
a picture.
okay?
If you want to try it out before you do that, don't pay that $97. You can always come back and pay that.
Okay, so if we sign up without the picture, then it's 79, then we go back, is it like $20 upgrade?
No, 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 no. That
FedEx.
the 97 is strictly to set up your website.
Right.
If you've done anything online that you followed anybody, there is a monthly fee to follow them and learn from them. That's what the 79 is. It's your monthly fee to use their system. The first month it's 79 because they get it set up so it's personalized to you. From then on, it's $59 a month to use the system. If you use it once a month or if you use it every single day.
Now, are these people, they all speak clear English?
They're all from the Philippines. He has a staff of 17 people. Once you join, you get to put into there's a Facebook group that's for support. And it's amazing. I see people asking questions and somebody else in the group answers before they get an answer back from, and they watch that because their nights are our days. So when they're doing their training, it's always at night for them. It's in the middle of the night. But I don't know. I don't have a problem understanding the people that I've worked with. They're very amazing, loving people. They wish Shakti was in the Philippines, you know. So, yeah, maybe you have to turn your hearing aid up a little bit to listen better. I don't know. Yeah. Just make sure you don't have the distractions of anything on the outside so you can hear well. I have not had a bit of problem. And I've done this on paint. I've learned this system on a chair with my foot up, being iced on Vicodin. So if I can learn it like that, although I learned better after I said, okay, the Vicodin ain't killing the pain. So.
Nina, did you start this in January?
No, I started this on February 9th.
Oh, okay.
Started this and I thought, okay, this is what I have been looking for. I need a place to bring people.
Can I ask you, who were not their names, but who were the very first people?
My downline.
That you can, okay.
Because everybody's got the same situation. Everybody is so busy. And it's less threatening to reach out to somebody on Messenger. So I look at finally have my daughter excited again. And I think it's because she can do it at 10 o'clock at night. She can send out some invites. If we've got presentations, she can do them here. She works for me 3 days a week. So you can fit it in where you can fit it in. But just having that new enthusiasm. And I think that, I don't know, this is up to you guys, but I personally would love to, I know my group is going to be getting together, the ones that are doing it, and I would love to do it with, let's combine so we can do it together and answer questions and, help each other stay inspired to go on. That's Marion's call, but that's...
Are you going to have some soup, peanut butter and jelly?
Will we have soup and peanut butter and jelly? I don't know, Kathy.
I'm so sorry. I got Riley here and I keep... I mean, she's bugging me for peanut butter and jelly because she's a junk food junkie.
But you know what? Do the webinar while you're eating your lunch if that's when it works. But no, I'm excited, and I shared it with Marion right away, and she says, "Oh, let's share this with my team." So that's why we did this.
Well, I think it'd be great as this grows to do the Zoom together, because of the people, they get a lot of information, and we learn from we learn from everyone.
Yes.
And the more you've got, I think the more we'll learn.
Yes, and we can share like, this is what I found is a very good messenger message to send out to people. Or this is what I found, to make the process a little shorter. Or this is what I found is the most valuable part of this.
Mm-hmm.
I love I personally, and I shouldn't say this, but I personally feel that presentation is too long. And maybe it's because I haven't timed myself and haven't, the first initial presentation is an hour. And I said that to Kimberly, and she goes, "Mom, That's what we've always done. So,
Have you talked with them about that?
no, Jody's been on vacation. So as soon as we get some people going, he's very open to doing whatever's going to make it better.
Sure.
He's very,
Well, that's good.
he's been brought up old school, but knows that online, and he personally, I didn't share this part of it before, Mary and I did, but he personally started YFP because he grew up in Shackley, and he moved and he was living with his brother in California, and he wanted a business, and he developed his online way of doing it. And he got, I don't remember, 2 or 3 directors, was running 6,000 PV in a short period of time. And then he got married and he moved to the Philippines. He married a gal from the Philippines and he moved there. And so he continued his business, and he just built his back office and then people started asking to use it, and that's why he developed the system that he has today. And then Shackley made him get out of his Shackley business, so he turned that over to a family member. And because you cannot sell a product to Shackley people and have a business. But he's helping his family develop their business more, and that's why they're developing more and more. And I know he had somebody in their family that had 7 new directors in a year, and another one had 4 new directors in a year. And I know Dee Dee Shaw told me when I had a conversation with her recently, she said, I have a downline that built 7 directors last year, and she did it because she's teaching everybody how to do it as she's doing it, and it was all online. So that's the whole key, is make yourself duplicatable very easy.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to keep, without the relationships, you're not going to have a solid business. That's just a huge, huge part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, hi.
Okay. Nina, great job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now our first step is to go back there, sign up for our 30 days, and send you our info, or
Yes.
is that it? That's the step.
Yes.
And what you want included in our info?
So I just need name and, well, you're signed up in my thing, but now like Karen, so just give me your name and your email address.
Done.
It's important that you fill out that form though, before you do the free process, because if you don't fill out that form, then it doesn't show that you were associated with me in any way.
Okay.
I get absolutely nothing back from this. I just want to guarantee that you get it. Okay. So Mary,
Well,
you've done that. PJ, you've done that. Now, Karen, you were already in the system, so you couldn't do that, but it
Right.
put your name in the email that you used and that you're in the system.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. So
Okay. Because I had a downline who had done the same as you. She'd been following it for, I think, 4 or 5 years, but she never ever opted in even to the free thing. So I actually had 2 of my downlines. So he took them out of wherever their system was and he moved them over so that they would show, because I wanted those 5. So he said,
Nina, if you've been doing this since February 9th, I think you said,
yes.
how many people have you had come to
So
you?
I've been learning the process, but it's just in the last week that I've started to tell my other downline, hey, let's get going on this together.
Right.
I'm super excited about it. So, and I've just sent out my first invite to somebody outside of Shackley.
Okay.
But then I thought, you know what? Why would I first go to everybody outside of Shackley? I've got to get all my, I've run high PV. You've got all these clumps of people. You've got directors that would love to be able to. And yesterday I came up, it's like, oh, I got to hit them up. I know they're under somebody else, but I still want to share them the information. So,
Nina, I just want to tell you, thank you for sharing this with us in this way, because I've been skirting around this with this program for quite a long while. I get emails from them, I get information, and I'm always apprehensive. That's just my nature. If I don't know about something, I'm afraid, is the bottom line, to try it, because it can be very costly.
Well, and I will be honest on that end, Marilyn. I did not know what I was jumping into. And like I said, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to figure this out. And I thought, what's $147? And $79 and $97. you know, compared to the amount of money that I spent.
Right.
But am I thankful that I did it? Because after I got into the system, it's like, oh, this is what they're all talking about. I don't have to try and recreate it.
Well, I'm thankful that you shared with us today in detail.
Mhm.
So let's go out there and rock this thing.
Yes.
Oh, Nina,
And
how long do
tonight-
we have? How long do we have to let you know? I need to look at it. I'm traveling tomorrow to come up there. So I should have like a few days to look at it. Are they going to let you have at least a few days?
Oh, for sure, because that's why I'm telling everybody, go and do the 30-day. You know, the free trial. Because when you do the free trial, you can always opt out of it. But what we got for the $147 was the super package.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
So it's 147. I wrote down 157.
I don't know what kind of a deal. I know that's what I paid. So I'm going to
well,
negotiate.
we want your deal or a better one.
147 is good. Because
Yeah, it is.
I know that some of my downline that started going through the process already said, oh, well, I can buy it at half price already. You're going to give me 50% off going through that 30-day trial. And I said, okay, that's still $250. So, I mean, they're offering those who go through it like $250.
Right.
One partway through the process. So I just want it as reasonable as can be. And you know what? Bring them more business down the road.
Right.
And down the road, if it costs $250 for people to do it, it's still an awesome deal.
Oh, yeah. My goodness.
It really is. And I can tell you that from all the learning I've done from other people. To get into any program that I've gone into has been anywhere from $297. I don't know if I've got any of them cheaper than that. $297 up to $3,000. And then there's a monthly fee. Okay.
Mhm.
And what'd you pay when you went out to California to see, what's his name? Eric Worre? That was another thing because you were trying to learn and you probably saw those people
Oh,
out
yeah.
there building online.
Yeah, I've gone to several of Eric Worre things. I've gone down to Dallas to.
Just presidential masters weekends, you know, cost us a good amount. And that's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
weekend. This is an ongoing thing. So it's worth it.
We got to
Oh,
quit
yeah.
being so cheap.
Exactly. You know what? If it's going to really build a large
Right.
business for you and you look at the cost, it really is very expensive.
Yeah.
That's what I look at. So,
Yes. I think so too.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be 147 or 157, or I don't know if Bob is a better negotiator than I can be, but that's why I'm saying if we can get,
Right.
we
Mhm.
had 13 people that came in. So if we can get more people, then I'm pretty sure we'll get that deal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's had great success with it. He's got 8 of his people in it. And then, so in January, they had their best month ever in Shackley.
Was
I
it
didn't have my best month in Shackley in January.
I had an okay month.
Far from it.
So, but I'm excited. So, all right, you guys, I have another meeting I'm supposed to do here in 5 minutes, and I got to get out of my way.
Thank you very much, Nina. We appreciate
Thank you, Nina.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Appreciate it.
Welcome. Okay. So.
Thank you.
Okay.